पतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः ॐ श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ वृषभं चर्षणीनां विश्वरूपमदाभ्यं बृहस्पतिं वरेण्यम् ॐ तद्विष्णोः परमं पदं सदा पश्यन्ति सूरयः दिवि चक्षुराततम् ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं ज्योतिर्ब्राह्माय नमः। एवरीबडी से हरे राम कृष्ण कीर्तन। ॐ हरे राम कृष्ण हरे राम कृष्ण हरे राम कृष्ण। Okay, welcome back. So we are in the 8th house, second part, right? रन्धे सेदारभावस्थे तस्य भार्याद्वयं भवेत् व्यापारे च भवेत् हानिस्तस्मिन् पापयुते ध्रुवम्। रन्धे सेदारभावस्थे means if the 8th lord is in the 7th house, tasya bharyadvayam bhavet, then he will have two wives. Vyapare cha bhavet hanihi. Vyapara means business. In business also bhavet hanihi. There is danger in business. There is loss in business. Tasmin papayute dhruvam. Tasmin papayute dhruvam. If there is a male figure, then definitely. Otherwise, it's only indicated, it's not sure. But if there is a male figure, it is sure. Okay. So let's go through each of them. So if the 7th lord is in the 8th house, what does it mean? What does it mean two wives? First of all, simple logic. Yes, go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, from 7th house. Yeah. Yeah. Not second lord in Lagna. Lagna lord in second. In second. Oh, sorry. 8th lord in second. You are absolutely right. So 8th lord is second lord in Lagna, right? Right? Marka is in Lagna. Okay, so because Maraka is in the 7th house, he can kill the first wife. 7th house holds the first wife. So there is a chance of second marriage. That is one way. Another thing is, simply 8th lord, wherever he is, he will destroy that house. From the native perspective. What you said was from the 7th house perspective, wife's perspective. Maraka is in Lagna, so she can die. From the native perspective, 8th lord shows instability, changes, etc. So if he is in the 7th house, there will be some changes, instability with respect to marriage. So he can have multiple wives. So both together, you can conclude that there is a good chance of two wives. Also, when the Dasa of that planet comes, he is a marker for the native also. 8th lord in the 7th is a killer for the native also. So when the Dasa comes, the native has to be very careful. There is a chance of some gandam, some danger to the life of the native himself or herself. Vyapare cha bhaved dhani. Right. So, how do you explain that? Why business will go down? We will have some problems. 7th house is the house of business. Yeah, interactions with others in business. So again, from that also Marka is in Lagna, and also from the native's point of view, the 8th lord is in the 7th house, showing some problems in interacting with others, some problems in business, some problems in dealing. It doesn't have to be problems in business and problems in writing. Maybe one of them may happen. In some cases, neither may also happen. Look at the other charts also. Look at the Samsa, see business, look at the Navamsha to see the marriage, look at all those things. Tasmin Papayute Dhruvam. If there is a malefic, then it is assured. So in other words, if there is no malefic influence, he may be able to overcome it. That is the indication here. The next one. Randhe se mrityu bhavasthe jata dirghayusha yutah nirbale madhyamayusya chauro ninjonjanindakah. Okay. Randhe se mrityu bhavasthe. If the eighth lord is in the eighth house, it's not jata, it should be jato. Jato, the one born like that, dirghayusha yutah means, dirghayusha means by long life, yutah means accomplished. So he is endowed with long life. So he is by, actually we will come to why later. Nirbale madhyamayusya. If the planet is weak, very weak, it is devoid of any strength at all, then he will have medium longevity. Chauro means a thief. Ninjaha means he is worthy of being accused by others, blamed by others, and anjanindakaha. And also somebody who is accusing others, who is blaming others. So somebody who is into the game of blame game. Okay. Now, why long life? If the eighth lord is in the eighth house, well, eighth house is the house of longevity. The house of longevity is blessed by the Lord. Whether it is malefic planet or benefic planet, whether it is Saturn or Jupiter, irrespective of it, it's basically a strong planet in one house. So longevity is strong. But of course, suppose he is with the seventh lord and second lord, etc., and they are supposed stronger or there are restrictions, then you can't say the same thing. But in general, eighth lord in the eighth is good for longevity. It can show long life. Nirbale madhyamayo. He is saying, suppose the planet is devoid of any strength, he is very weak. Then also he is not saying the longevity is short. He is saying medium. Which means even if that planet, the eighth lord in the eighth house, even if he is really weak, still the longevity is medium. So that means this is a good feature for longevity, not for other things. Now choro means thief. Why? Why is he a thief? Thief meaning taking other people's property, other people's belongings. Why is he a thief? Eighth house shows it is the second from the seventh. Seventh house is other people. Second from seventh is other people's mind. That is why eighth house is important for getting money without trying, or a lottery, or inheritance, etc. Right? Effortlessly money coming basically. It's basically other people's money coming to you. Other people's belongings coming to you. Other people's sources being diverted for your use. So, because this planet is strong, it is likely that this person will be putting other people's resources to his use. That is why he is being said as a thief. Ninjaha means he is a blameworthy person. Why? Yeah. How do you see the character of the person? Ninth house. Ninth house shows the honor, the dharma of the person. Eighth is the loss of that. It is the 12th house from ninth. So it shows basically loss of dharma. So that being very strong, the Lord is in the house. So the person can be adharmic. The person can have no sense of dharma. Right? Of course, it can also mean 12th house is also the house of giving. So it can also mean somebody who sacrifices for dharma. But the thing is, that is another possibility. One possibility definitely is the planet is the person is adharmic. He gives up his dharma. He compromises on his dharma. So it means somebody who is working for his gain. Doesn't necessarily show a thief. Right? But the thing is, it happens to be the 8th house is generally other people's money. The 2nd house is your money, 8th house is other people's money. That is the main reason. Now, Anjanindakaha. So basically Ninjaha is because he is blameworthy because he has no character, or his character is weak. He compromises his dharma. And why is he Anjanindakaha? Why does he blame other people? Again, from the 7th house, if you look at the 7th house of interactions, this planet is Maraka. He is the second lord in the 2nd house. Right? He is a strong Maraka for relations. So it is difficult for this person to have good relations with others. So other people are blaming him, he is also fighting with them. Another thing is 8th house shows the Swami? No. That also, but that has nothing to do with blaming other people. Blaming other people is not a sadhana. No. I wanted to just expand on it. So the thing is Anjanindakaha. So what was I saying? The 8th house is, in general, this is not good for good relations with other people. This planet is bad for relations with other people. And another thing is 8th house shows anger. 8th house is the center of anger in the household. So the thing is, he has some anger, and he doesn't have good relations with other people. So all these things basically show that he could be fighting with people. Now, right, like we said, it is also the house of sadhana. So 8th lord in the 8th house, the person can do sadhana in the corresponding period. That is also possible. So the thing is, Parasara is talking about one particular aspect here. The next verse is Astamesha, it says, but it should be Astameshe. Astameshe tapasthane dharma drohi chanastikah dustabharja patischaiva paradravya paharakah. The 8th lord is in the 9th house. Dharma drohi means one who cheats his dharma, one who basically breaks his dharma, doesn't do his dharma, adharmic, betrays his dharma. Nastika means no belief in God, basically atheistic. Dustabharya patischaiva. He has an evil wife. He has a wicked wife. Dustabharya. His wife is not a good person. Paradravya paharaka. He steals other people's money. Okay. Now why all these things? Astameshe tapasthane dharmadrohi chanastika. Why is he dharmadrohi? Well, from the 9th house point of view, dharma, 8th lord is the 9th house. The lord of breaking it is in that house. So the one who is supposed to demolish the house, you tell him to construct the house, very unlikely that he will construct it. So the house is not made. So he is not dharmic. Now Nastika, again, belief in God is basically coming from 9th house. So he can be atheist also, not just religious and adharmic, he could even be atheist, the extreme. Dustabharjapatihi, this is the googly. Dustabharjapatihi. Why is he, what did his wife do? Why is his wife evil? What exactly is Parasara saying here? Is he talking about the person being evil or a particular aspect? He is using the word dusta in a very generic sense. Because it's a very generic word. It can have many contexts, many meanings based on the context. Is he using it in a specific context? What can you say about the wife? Forget what Parasara said. What can you say about the wife based on this combination? Why? Yeah. Second lord is in 3rd house, okay? Second lord of speech is in the 3rd house of boldness, bravery. What would it indicate? Why selfishness? That's not really selfishness. Yeah, her resources are put to use with bravery. Moreover, not just resources, 2nd house is the house of speech. If the 2nd lord is in the 3rd house, how will be the speech of the person? A little aggressive. 3rd house is one of the house of aggression. It is the house of bravery and boldness, initiative, etc. So the person may speak speak harshly. The person may speak aggressively, and the person may assert, do this like that. So he may not be talking about an evil person, but he may be talking about a harsh person. Dushta has many meanings. Yeah. Ramakrishna Rao garu just said a Telugu saying, which is Noor Jadadete, Oor Jadadete, which means, and if you literally translate, if your mouth is bad, the whole town, village is bad. But what it really means is, if you don't have control over your tongue, if you don't speak well, you are a bad person to the whole town. Everybody thinks you are a bad person. So he could be talking about, instead of wife being an evil person, he could be, by Doshabharyapati, he could be talking about somebody who's very aggressive and who's very who talks a lot, but that too very aggressively and boldly, who goes around talking a lot to that kind of wife. Now the next one, Paradravyapaharaka, somebody who takes away other people's money. Why? Well, again, the 8th lord shows other people's money, right? 7th house is other people, 8th house is other people's money. So the lord of that house, take it from the point of view of other people's money. So for the other people's resources, the lord is in the 2nd house, right? So when the lord is in the 2nd house, he is in basically Marakasthana. So 3rd house is not really good for other people's money basically coming and accumulating. 2nd house, from the 7th house, 2nd house is the house of accumulating money. The 2nd from there is the house of breaking the accumulation. It is Maraka. So 3rd house from 7th house is not really good for other people keeping their money. It is basically shows loss of or putting some brakes on other people accumulating their money. Moreover, for the person, this is 9th house of fortune. So other people's money is being diverted to create his fortune. So he may be taking away other people's money and building a big palace with it. The next verse. Randhe che karma bhavasthe pitur saukhya vivarjitah pishunah karma hinascha yadi naiva subhe chite. Randhe che karma bhavasthe. If the 8th lord is in the 10th house, pitur saukhya vivarjitah means devoid of paternal happiness. He doesn't have father or he doesn't have father's happiness from father. Pishunah means miserly person who doesn't spend money on other people. He keeps his money. Dharma hinascha means, karma hinascha means one who has no job, jobless. Karma hinascha. Yadi naiva subhekshide, in case there is no benefit aspect. Okay. So 8th lord is in the 10th house. Why doesn't he have paternal bliss? Why is there a problem with father? Yeah. From 9th house? Yeah. 9th house of father, 10th lord is in the 2nd house. 12th lord is in the 2nd house. So you are saying that okay, 8th lord in general can show separation from father because he is the 12th lord from the 9th house, right? Why specifically being in the 2nd house? Why specifically being in the 2nd house? One thing is he has Argala. This planet, who's the 12th lord from the 9th house of loss of father or being away from father, he has Argala on the house of father. So that can show, so he has an influence on the person's paternal happiness. The paternal happiness is seen from the 9th house. 9th house shows father as well as paternal happiness. So because this planet, a bad planet for that, has an Argala on that, it can show being away from father or not having father's happiness. Now, can this be said about 8th lord in the 9th house, the previous result? Absolutely. 8th Lord in the 9th house also would have occurred. He said, he did not say, he focused on dharma, all those things, other things. But the thing is, this applies to that also. But in this case, because of the Argala it applies, but in the other case would be even stronger than this case. But he is mentioning this case also. Vishuna, miser. Why is he a miser? Swami? Yeah? Okay. One possibility. Another? No, Vishuna means miser. This is good. I think it means miser. Actually, I remember when there was that word, I wanted to check the dictionary. I think I said miser. Okay, we will check again then. Last time when the word came in another verse, I wasn't sure of the meaning. So I said I'll check in the dictionary. We'll check it there. Karma Hinasya. He has no job. Why doesn't he have job? 8th Lord of instability is the 10th house of career. So, there is some instability in the career of the person. Yadinaiva Subhekshite. In case there is no elevation of benefic aspect. The next verse is, we will revisit it in the next class. I'll check the meaning of the word Krishna. What did he translate it as? I think his translation wasn't satisfactory. That is why I wanted to check. Be sure. Yeah, he's a tail bearer. I'm not exactly sure what that means. I'll check the meaning in the dictionary and then we'll discuss it next week. Gandhe che labha bhavasthe tapape dhanavajjitah kalye dukhi sukhi paschat dirgha yustya subhanvite. Gandhe che labha bhavasthe. If the 8th Lord is in the 11th house, tapape dhanavajjitah. If there are malefics along with him, then he doesn't have any money. Balye dukhi sukhi vasyat. When he is young, when he is a child, he is sad. But later he becomes happy at an older age. Dirgha isya subhanvite. In case there is a benefit, he has long life. Okay. One by one. If the 8th Lord is in the 11th house, why doesn't he have money? Well, 11th house is the house of profit, fructification of desire. So 8th Lord shows stability, so that planet being there, he has no labha, no profit, no gains. His desires are not fructified. And he doesn't have any profits. So that is why unless you keep getting profits, you won't have money. So he is basically not very rich from the point of view of keep getting money. He doesn't have lot of profits. Balya dukhi sukhi paschat. He is old age he is fine, but young age he is sad. Why? Why is he not very happy in the young age? You can, in general, one simple way you can do is just look at the Kendras as the anchors in life. Lagna is childhood. 4th house is learning, basically education. When you are a young man, learning. Childhood is Lagna. Then you are married. After you, the 4th house is learning, right? 7th house is marriage. After that you get married, you start having life. That is 7th house. And then finally you accomplish something. You become Prime Minister of a country, or you become CEO of a company, or whatever you do. Basically, you accomplish certain things. So those accomplishments are in the 10th house. So you can basically divide the life into 4 parts and say 1st house, 4th house, 7th house, 10th house. They show different phases in the life. So if you do that, from the point of view of 1st house, this planet is the 8th Lord who shows troubles and anxiety. He is in the 11th house of fructification of desire. So the person's desires in the childhood are not really satisfied, fulfilled that well. So he is not very happy in the childhood. What about old age? If you take the 10th house as Lagna, this planet is 11th lord in the second house. 11th lord in the second house meaning that is a good placement. The lord of the profit is in the house of money. So basically he accumulates a lot of money or he accumulates a lot of resources. His resources are used for fulfilling his desires relating to career and work that he wants to do. So he will be able to be very productive in the society. And from the 10th house point of view, things are fine. So his old age will be fine, and also he will be able to accomplish things in the society. That is probably why his old age is more fruitful. So he is basically happier in the old age. Dirgha yusya subhanvite. If there is a benefit along with him, then he is long lived. Why is he long lived? Well, 8th lord in the 8th long lived we said, 8th lord in the 11th why long lived? 8th house is the house of longevity. This planet shows longevity, but why 11th house shows long life? Argala on 8th house. Lord of any house having Argala on that house is very good. So 8th lord has Argala on 8th. So there is a good chance of a good long life. Of course, there will be so many modifiers, but as such, just based on that you can say 8th lord having Argala on 8th, long life. So even though Parasara did not mention it, you can give some other reading. 8th lord in the 6th, 8th lord in the 9th, then also 8th lord has Argala on 8th. So maybe those are conducive to long life, right? And here he not only has Argala on 8th house, but he also has Argala on Lagna. So both Lagna and 8th house have Argala of this planet who shows the longevity of the person. So he will have good long life. But it may be problematic life because 8th lord having Argala on Lagna shows a life full of problems. Yeah, Papi Chira. It is not exactly here. We are not talking about Papa, we are talking about tension. A person living for a long life, living for a long time with tension. The last one. Randhe se vyaya bhavasthe kukarye vyakrit sada alpayusya bhave jatah tapapecha visheshatah. Randhe se vyaya bhavasthe. If the 8th lord is in the 12th house, kukarye vyakrit sada. Vyakrut means one who spends money. Kukarye means bad, not satkarya but kukarya, bad karya. He spends money on bad things. Alpayusya bhave jatah means he becomes short-lived. Tapapecha visheshatah. Especially so if there is a male fix. So he is saying even without a male fix these results come, but if there is a male fix, more so. Okay, let's parse each of them. Randhe se vyabhavasthe kukarye vekusala. He spends money on bad things. Why? First of all, why does he spend money? Well, 12th house of spending. Planets in the 12th house of spending will make you spend money. But suppose it was 9th lord, you would be spending on dharma. This is 8th lord. 8th house shows adharma. The 12th from the 9th. So you are actually spending money on adharma, adharmic things. Yekrut sada. Oh, that is done. Alpayuscha. He has short life. Why does he have short life? Well, the lord of house of longevity is in the house of giving up, house of loss. So there is loss. But that is one way to look at it. Another way to look at it is the tensions. 8th house is not just longevity, but it is also tensions and anxiety. So that lord being in the 12th house means you have some tensions, but you let them go. So tensions go away. So that is Viparit Rajoga. So Viparit Rajoga is good for overcoming your tensions and being successful, but it is not that good for longevity in this case. Sorry? Yeah. One Moksha Trikona Lord is in another Moksha Trikona, and the Lord of the house that shows sadhana is in the house that shows judgment. Yeah. You can see if 8th Lord is in the 12th house, that planet Dasa at least will be good. That is a good combination for spiritual progress. Not necessarily. See, 8th house is not just asana, it is also distraction. So the thing is, he will be able to give up those distractions and absorb his mind in sadhana. Kapapecha Visheshaka. Especially so if there is a male fix. So the thing is, instead of a male fix, suppose there is a male fix, then we will be saying all positive things. Because the 8th Lord in the 12th, he has Agala on the 8th house, secondary Agala. So it can also be good life, long or medium life. It doesn't have to be short life. And the thing is, that is a possibility. If the 8th Lord being in the 12th house, it's not a guarantee. If the 8th Lord is in the 7th house, it is of more concern. But if the 8th Lord is in the 12th house, it's not that bad. But the thing is, it is a possibility. So Parasara is mentioning a possibility. So with that, we will learn DTHS today. And we will see some chart. I will restart the recording. Okay, we will see a chart. We will try to see mother. He has some queries about his mother, but he doesn't have mother's chart. So we will do his chart. The data is 1953 August 31, 4:05 AM, Indian Standard Time, 5 hours 30 minutes east of GMT. Place is Visakhapatnam, India, 83 degrees 18 minutes east, 17 degrees 42 minutes north. Okay, so Lagna is 20 degrees 40 minutes Cancer and Moon is 7 degrees 44 minutes Taurus. Okay, we are using Jagannatha Hora. Okay. So he has question about his mother. Okay, let us see. So what is the question?
She's not feeling well since
Last 12 weeks. 4 weeks, okay, one month. Just a short time disturbance. Okay. So his mother has not been feeling well for the last 4 weeks, and he wants to know if this is a long-term problem that has been started recently and will continue for a while, or is it a short-term small disturbance that will go away? It has to do with both the feet. Okay. Okay, let us see. For me? And one rule that we saw long back, I mean, before we see the Dasa, I just want to mention one thing that we mentioned long back in the first year of the classes is 8th Lord and 5th Lord both show health problems. And to see the problems given by 8th Lord, we look at the sign occupied by 8th Lord in the natural zodiac. Suppose 8th Lord is in Aries, you say head problems in the head. Suppose 8th Lord is in Leo, you say problems in the digestive system, like that, right? Whereas for the 6th Lord, we see the house, not the sign, but the house. So if the 6th Lord is in, let's say, 5th house, digestive problems. If the 6th Lord is in 2nd house, problems in the face, eyes, etc. Like that, you see the body parts from the house in the case of 6th Lord and sign in the case of 8th Lord. So that rule we mentioned long back. And here, if you look at the 8th Lord, there is nothing interesting, but if you look at the 6th Lord, Jupiter, he is in the 12th house. So based on that principle, classical principle, some problem in the feet is possible. Oh, sorry, then forget it. I jumped the gun. But sorry, you also, sorry. Now let's go to the 12th Dvasamsha. So we are actually seeing his mother. Thanks for reminding me. So let's see Dvasamsha. Then all those rules we can't really apply. We have no option but to take just L4 for mother and then see her how periods are for her. So where is L4 here? It is in Aquarius. A4 is there, L4 is also there. No, yeah, that's right. I'll pull it up. Standard view with Graha Arudha. So L4 is in Aquarius. Okay. So the Arudha, Graha Arudha of the 4th Lord is in Aquarius. So we will take Aquarius as Lagna and see houses from there to see mother. What happens to mother? And what is the Dasa applicable? Is there any special Dasa? His Lagna is at 20 degrees Cancer, so it's not in Vargottama. 7th Lord is not in Lagna, 10th Lord is not in 10th, Lagna Lord is not in 7, and so on. So it doesn't seem like there is any special Dasha applicable. So it is basically Vimshotri, but should it be from Moon or Lagna? That is the question. Lagna is really strong. Lagna has 5 planets in Kendra. But the thing is, Moon is exalted. So, but if you look at both of them, which one do you think? Should it be Lagna Vimshotri or Moon Vimshotri? Okay, we'll just look at plain Vimshotri then. So, based on the Vimshotri Dasha, what is the Dasha running right now? So, Saturn Dasha is running. Can Saturn Dasha give problems? Well, he is the 8th Lord. Oh, sorry. Not for mother. For mother, I'm just still looking at that. He is Lagna Lord. And he is in the 9th house, exalted. Does he show problems? Well, he is with 8th Lord, sure, and with Ketu. So there is some possibility, but still he is Lagna Lord with the 9th Lord in the 9th house, exalted. So he can't really create huge problems, right? But what is the Antardasha running right now? Mercury. Can he create problems? Yes. Even though he is 5th Lord, he is also the 8th Lord. And he is restricting Lagna Lord. And he is with Ketu. 8th Lord, when he is with Ketu, is more dangerous. Right? Ketu 8. So Ketu and 8th Lord Mercury are together afflicting Lagna Lord. So, the Antardasha that is running right now has some potential for mischief, unfortunately. Is the next Antardasha any better? Not really. But Venus, is Venus Antardasha better? Much better. So during the Mercury and Ketu Antardasha, there is a possibility of some health problem. There is a possibility of a few years of suffering. What is the Pratyantardasha running right now? So we are in April. So it is Venus. So Saturn, Mercury, Venus, Pratyantardasha. So in this problem started in a good Pratyantardasha. So has the problem happened?
No, it is not April 8th. So that means
Okay.
April 8th or
Yeah, so it has, we don't know the exact date. This could be plus minus 1 month, plus minus a few weeks. So we don't know for sure. But bottom line is, there is a good Pratyantardasha running and still she is suffering. So the thing is, this is not a problem brought by Pratyantardasha. This is a problem brought by Antardasha itself. This is basically on account of Mercury Antardasha. Now the thing is, Venus, he also has something undesirable about him. He is the Bharakesha. Even though he is 9th Lord, he is Bharakesha. So 8th Lord, Bharakesha and Ketu. 3 bad influences are on Lagna Lord. Right? So it's not really, it is not really looking good. So my suspicion is, this may be there for a while. When does Ketu Antardasha end? In 2012. So for a few years, basically, there is a chance of some problem or the other. Whether it is the same problem or whether this will be fixed and something else will come, we don't know. But in general, health may continue to be an issue for the next few years. So this seems like a long-term thing. Let us quickly see the Tithi Pravesh to see. For me, that is very difficult to see. See, Saturn is also the 12th Lord, but then let's just give up. You can't expect to be so specific just based on Dvalashamsha. And another thing is, all these planets, from nature's point of view, which house are they in? Saturn, Mercury, Venus, they are in the 8th house. So forget his mother, taking him as reference. What can you say? He has some passion in this period. In general, he has 4 planets in the 8th house in Dvalashamsha, so he has always some worry or the other on account of father, mother, in general. But specifically in this period, the Dasha, Antardasha, Prachanda Dasha, all of them are in the 8th house. So he has some concern about parents, mother or father. Now let us look at the Tithi Pravesh chart for 2008. So the Tithi Pravesh was on 2008 August 23, 5:42:55 p.m. Visakhapatnam, everything same. Now let us look at the Dvadashamsa. Where is L4? Jupiter. L4 is in Scorpio. And what is the period running right now? I mean at the time of problem, moon period. Can moon show health problems for mother? Can moon show problems? For me? He is in 7th house. 7th house of Maraka, okay. So, yeah, 9th Lord, but Bharata Lord. So, from L4, moon is the Bharata Lord who is exalted. Is the exaltation of Bharata Lord good? No. Do you think that's it? That is why moon gave these problems with the feet. Just to be sure, let us look at the leeway we have. 37 seconds earlier the Lagna in Dvadashamsa would change. I don't know whether we rectified earlier or not, and how finely we rectified, how sure we were. Maybe we were only sure within 1 minute, not really up to seconds. So let us say the time is wrong. You understand what I am saying? Let's switch it. For me? Okay. 2 minutes or seconds? 2 minutes is fine. Yeah, that's fine. 2 minutes is fine. So let us say that's hard, let us accept. But what I am saying is instead of 4:5, let us say 4:20. Okay? instead of 37 and subtracting 40 seconds. So 4:20 I am taking. 4 hours, 4 minutes, 20 seconds. Okay? Now make the Tithi Pravesh chart again. See, the natal Dvadashamsa, natal Rashi will be the same. Natal Dashamsa will be the same. Natal Navamsa will be the same. And I don't know if natal Chaturvimshamsa will be the same. I don't know if we saw any other charts before. Natal Vimshamsa will be the same. So I don't know. All the analysis we have ever done on this chart may still be valid. You understand my point? Because Lagna has changed from 20 degree 40 minutes to 20 degree 31 minutes. Big deal. 9 minutes in a place where there is no significant boundary. The significant boundary is at 20 degrees and 21 degrees. We are in the middle of it. So it doesn't really matter to any chart that we probably saw before. But it changes the Dvadashamsa in this particular annual Tithi Pravesh chart. So now let us make 2008-2009 annual Tithi Pravesh chart. It is still August 23, 2008, where the time is 5:42:16 p.m. Now where is L4? L4 is in Gemini. L4 is in Gemini. Now in Moon Dasha, having some problem with the feet. Does it make sense? Why? Moon is exalted in the 12th house. He is the second lord, Maraka, exalted in the 12th house. And 12th lord is in Lagna. Venus is the 12th lord. He is in Lagna. So dispositor of moon is in Lagna. So with the 12th lord being in Lagna, there can be some feet related ailment during the year. And the dashas that are likely to give it are Venus and moon. Right? Venus is the 12th lord in Lagna and moon. So those are the two candidates who can give the problem. So based on this, based on what happened, it is likely that the time is wrong. It should be back by 37 seconds. So we'll take 4:40:20. How are the next periods? Mars, is Mars period good? Mars is the 6th lord of disease aspecting Lagna. It doesn't really show relief. Mercury, he is good. Lagna Lord with another, with Jupiter basically. So he is okay. Mercury Dasha is okay. So any medicines or any hope basically of some relief is in the summer period, June July period. Until then it doesn't look too good, right? But this is secondary. The bottom line is when the Dasha came, Dasha that shows 12th house indication, the problem in the foot has been triggered in the physical chart. But the thing is, looking at the natal chart, the Antardashas are not really conducive to perfect health for a while. So be prepared for a little extended problem, and during June July time frame try to do something about it. There is a chance of success in that time. Okay? Sure, welcome. Any other thoughts you want to discuss? See? Yeah? Again, praying with the Dvashamsha, suggesting a specific remedy for mother is very, very difficult. But the thing is, he is running, if you look at the fourth lord in the Rashi chart, it is Venus. And Dvashamsha also, from L4 basically, Venus is the ninth lord in the ninth house protecting. So basically, Venus seems like, if he prays to Venus, that will be basically good for mother. Yeah, that's secondary. But the thing is, for him, Venus being the fourth lord, I would suggest praying to Venus, Lakshmi. And I want to mention another thing. Even though we are always taking from Lagna, doing L4, all this analysis, Parasara gave a simple principle. The ninth from Sun is father, third from Mars is brother, fourth from Moon is mother, and so on. So if you use the Karaka Lagna, right, in Dvashamsa of course, not in Rashiya for everything, that would be silly. Then, from Moon in Leo in the natal Dvashamsa chart, the fourth house shows mother. So Scorpio shows mother. And you see, 12th house is very strong. So 12th house being strong can show mother being very detached or having a lot of losses, being very spiritual. It can also show foot problems, some issue with the foot. So basically from that Lagna, 8th lord is there, Saturn is there, 7th lord is there. So all those planets are there. And the Dasha, Antardasha, Pratyantardasha, all the three are of those planets. So that could be why there is a problem with the foot, right? Okay, anyway. So the thing is, for a while it doesn't seem that good. So good luck. Good luck. How old is she? 81. Okay. 90. Good. Yeah, Venus would be a good Venus mantra or Lakshmi mantra would be good. Lakshmi Ashtottram or something like that. Okay. Any other thought? Actually, I'm not saving. Huh? You can redo it later. Otherwise, actually, you know what? I'll save it as rectified. Oops, I saved it, sorry. So Alt F I pressed Alt F. So I'll write here original time. What was it? 405? 405. Rectified. Oops, I'm really bad in this keyboard. Rectified based on. Oops, what is going on? Based on 2008-09 annual TP D12 mother's sickness in okay. So I just put a note here, and I suggest that when you work on charts, you make some notes like that. Otherwise, you wouldn't know why you rectified. If you want to revisit and reconcile, when you find some other indication which points in a different direction, if you want to reconcile both, you will have no clue why you change it from 4.5 to 4.4. Edit chart notes. Edit chart notes in notepad. So just save it. So it's a good idea to keep some notes, otherwise you will get confused, especially as you see hundreds of charts. If you have only seen your chart, your wife's chart, your brother's chart, your father's chart, you are fine, you will remember everything. But if you see a lot of charts, you will forget. So just keep notes. Okay, any other chart? Yeah? Okay. Fixed and postponed. Interesting. Give me the data. November 14, Gandhi Nehru's birthday. 1984. I think he was 1884 or 1889 or something. Okay. 3:40 a.m. They know that it's 3:45. The date has changed from 13 to 14. Okay. 3:45 a.m. Place? Kurnool. It sounds like Kurnool for those who don't know. Kurnool. Kurnool, India. And the longitude is 78.3. Latitude is 15.50 north. 78 east 3, 15 north 50. Time zone is IST, 5 hours 30 minutes of east of GMT. Kurnool, 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 India. And date again is 1984, November 14, 3:45 a.m. Okay, how should I say? Pravina. Broken Natchez girl. Mitnala example. Okay. This is very, all the information that needs to be remembered is saved. Okay. So let us see, how is the marriage? What is, first of all, let us see how close Navamsa Lagna is to the border. 3 minutes 39 seconds backwards or 10 minutes 9 seconds forward. So let us say, of course error can be 10 minutes, 5 minutes also, we don't know. But let us say it is right. It's probably not the next sign, but it could be the previous sign. Okay, so let us consider both of them. And we don't know much about her marriage, but we do know that there is some problem in getting married. Okay. 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 Okay, so he actually has two purposes in giving the chart. One was she came close to getting married, but it broke several times. Maybe because his prediction was for November 2009. So he wants to check what's going on. At the same time, he saw the chart before. Mitnala Ramakrishna Rao Garu, he saw the chart and he predicted that she will get married in November 2009. Yeah, sometime in 2009. Towards the end of the year in 2009. So he wants to see if the class also agrees with his prediction. We will do that. Okay. He took the date time as it is. Fine. We will also take as it is. To start with. But we will not change the date or year. Okay. What Dasa should we use? That is the first thing we should look at. What Dasa? 10th house is not having 10th lord, Lagna lord not in 7th, 7th lord not in Lagna, Lagna not in Vargotama. So none of these special Dasas apply. So use the plain old Vinshotri Dasa. Right? Now, she has a nice Rajoga in UL actually. UL, if you look at the Rashi chart, the 7th lord Jupiter is in one sign in Moha Trikona, in a Kendra, in the 4th house of Sukha, with the 9th lord Venus and Karaka for marriage. And UL is right there. So all these things are, they are not really showing any major problem with marriage, okay? Just Rashi chart. Now let us see if there is any problem with the, or any planets aspecting the 7th house? Not really. Any aspects on 7th house? Venus and Jupiter are aspecting by 3/4 aspect. But it's not bad. Venus is 9th lord and also Karaka for marriage. Jupiter is 7th lord. So their 3/4 aspect on 7th house is not bad. Moreover, there are natural benefits. So 7th house is fine. 7th lord is fine. Anybody aspecting 7th lord? Well, Moon is aspecting, but he is the 11th lord of fulfillment. So it's not bad. So overall, marriage seems fine as far as Rashi chart is concerned. How is Navamsha? Why the delay? Actually, is there a big delay? When was she born? 84. So how old is she? Oh, just 25 years. So not even 25, 24 years. So it's not really that late. So nothing to be concerned about, except that some marriages came close and then went back.
Because they are trying is missing, that's why it's tension.
They are what?
They're trying is getting postponed.
Yeah, so they're trying and it's not happening, and also it got fixed and then broke. Postponed or broke?
I mean, it's again
I see. So that is why they are concerned. Otherwise, just looking at the Rashi chart, it seems quite fine. Now, Navamsa, are there any bad indications in Navamsa? 8th house has Mars and Rahu. 8th house has a Rahu, 8th lord, and with Mars. That is not good. In a woman's chart, 8th house shows Mangalya. So Mars and Rahu being there is not that good. But luckily, the Rashi Upada is very strong. Let us see how is the 7th lord. The 7th lord Saturn is with Venus in the 11th house. With the 11th lord and Karaka for marriage, Venus. Brilliant. So again, that is very good. Now Sun, Moon, the Lagna lord is in the 12th house and with Sun, but again it's not that bad. Lagna lord being in the 12th house is not really that bad. So it's not like 6th house is very strong or 7th, 8th house is 8th house is the only problem. Otherwise, so looking at the Rashi and Navamsa, I think things are not bad at all. Now let us look at the Dasa. Okay. Yeah.
Saturn so far only comes at 2009 October.
Okay.
So Saturn so far has not given, and Saturn being a 7th lord with Venus.
Yeah.
And I think at the end of while going you will marriage this year.
Yes. If this chart is accurate, this Navamsa is accurate, can Saturn give marriage? He better give marriage. Right? He has a very strong sense of giving marriage. Simply because he is in the Navamsa, he is the 7th lord and he is with Venus. So Saturn Dasa is very likely to give marriage. Now Antardasa, can Jupiter Antardasa give marriage? He is the UL Lord in the Rashi chart with Venus, and in the Navamsa chart he is the 9th Lord. He is the 9th Lord aspecting 9th. Even though he is in Nanakaka Sthana, he is the 9th Lord aspecting 9th. So there is a good chance in Saturn Jupiter. How about Prachandra Dasa? Yeah, we'll use this. We'll use Jagannatha Hora. So the Antardasa running right now is Rahu, the last Antardasa of Rahu. Can Rahu give marriage? Not really such a strong candidate. He is not really a very strong candidate. Yeah. So, okay. What about Mercury? Can Mercury give marriage? Can Mercury give marriage? He is the 12th lord in the 6th house. Yeah. 12th lord in the 6th house. Viparit Rajoga, but still, does he give marriage? Yeah. And in the Rashi, he is in the 12th house from Upada. So, can he give marriage? Not that strong, unless the time is wrong. Unfortunately, instead of a prediction, what I will say is, we will find the correct time after she gets married. Because, yeah, that's gone. So, suppose the Lagna is the previous one, which is 3.5 minutes difference, right?
So why we jump to because it still
Yeah. I understand. I'm not saying it won't happen, but my gut feeling is, given that, even though the Antardasa is conducive, the Prachandra Dasas that were conducive to marriage, like Venus, Moon, even Mars, they are gone. They are gone without marriage. And Rahu, who is the 8th Lord, basically, who is not really a strong candidate for giving marriage, he is having to give marriage. So So I am wondering if it will happen in Saturn Dasa at all. And I am wondering if it doesn't happen in Saturn Dasa, it is very likely that the time is wrong. So I am saying, what if there is an error in the time? Let's say instead of 3:41, the 2 is so early in the morning. Who will keep time at 3:45 a.m.? So let's say it's 3:41 or 3:40:20 or something like that. Let's say 3:40:20. Is that sufficient? Actually, we can look at, because no, actually this doesn't change. No, let's go back. Yeah, this doesn't change the Shamsa. We are changing only Navamsa. Navamsa, Chaturvimshamsa. Education we can see. Does she have some education? Okay, that will be very useful. So let's go to the, before that, actually why don't we do that first? So D24.
Did we change the time?
I did. I changed, no, now I did not.
We reverted.
I reverted. Why? We are short on memory. I have seen that happen when we are short on memory. Oh, where is it? This? Cancel scan. Okay. I think it's 3. I have seen this kind of thing when I'm low on memory, and I don't unfortunately show an error. I just keep working. When I get that error code. Okay, let's. Okay, anyway, we'll leave it. Yeah. Right. No, CPU is not running that. Explore the. Okay, anyway, forget it. Forget it, let's just live with it. Yeah, that release, that probably the scan cancel, it takes a while to take effect. It was still running something in the background and later it finally gave up. Okay, good. Okay, what do we do? Siddhamsa, okay. So the possibilities are 3 minutes 39 seconds earlier it was changed to Libra. So is it Scorpio or Libra in Siddhamsa, right? That we have to see. How do we see? What is she? What is her? What computer engineering? BTech in CS. So she did BTech in CS. Do you know when? Doesn't matter actually. Let's forget the Dasa. Let's look at it statically. Now the 9th house shows graduate education, right? The 9th house is Cancer. Who's aspecting it? Venus is aspecting it. And Saturn has some aspect on it, 3/4 aspect, Rahadashti. And the 9th Lord Moon is actually in Manakarka Sthana. 9th Lord Moon is in 8th house with Sun. So there is some weakness. Moreover, the bachelor education has to be shown by Moon and Sun. Even if I take the Arudha is here in Taurus. Again, it's not pointing to computer science, is it? Moon and Sun will give some other education. Maybe music, maybe medicine, so many possibilities, but not computer science. So none of the possibilities. 9th house, planets aspecting 9th house, 9th Lord. The only case is Mercury having Agala on 9th house. That is the only thing. Funny? Lagna has Mars, but the thing is, why 9th house? Why bachelor education is engineering? It can show she is very aggressive in her learning. So the thing, and moreover 9th Lord being in 8th house, Moon, Manakarka Sthana, such a person may not even have bachelor education. May drop out. So let us switch the time to the previous time and let's save this. And let's save a note saying original time 3:45, right? Rectified based on T24 engineering, D9 marriage delay. Okay, I saved the notes. Now, bachelor education being computer science, does it make sense now? And what is Mercury? So it makes perfect sense. Mercury is the planet for computer science, Ketu and Mercury. So we change the time. What did we change it to? 3:41:20. Let's get rid of this fractional part. Oh. Except 3:30 something, right? I just manually subtracted. Yeah. I manually subtracted the time. It's not rocket science, it's just subtraction. Okay. So now this means Navamsa changes. There is Amavasya Yoga in the Navamsa Lagna. So earlier we didn't find lot of bad things, but now we slowly will find some bad things. What are they? There is Amavasya Yoga in Lagna. Sun and Moon in Lagna is never good. So that can show some problem. But still the chart is strong. Still. Why? Well, the 7th Lord Jupiter is in a Kendra, the 4th house of happiness. Exchanging with Mercury, 4th and 7th, Sukha and Vivaha, exchange. So you have a happy marriage. And Mercury, the Lagna Lord, is in the 7th house. And you know why marriage was delayed so far? Mercury Dasa hasn't come yet. Mercury is the one to give marriage. He is the 9th Lord. He is the Lagna Lord in 7th. If this is the Navamsa chart, it has to be Mercury Dasa would give marriage. Given that Mercury Dasa comes at the right age, there is no other way. Saturn can also give marriage, but Saturn is in the 12th house and he is the 8th and 9th Lord. Even though he is also the 9th Lord and Upada Lord, he is also 8th Lord. He is not that strong, whereas Mercury is clearly favorite. He is the dispositor of 7th Lord, he is in the 7th house, he is Lagna Lord. He has multiple significations for giving marriage. So Mercury Dasha should give marriage. Mercury itself can give marriage. Mercury itself can give marriage. Now let's look at, now we have a big window of 3 years for marriage. Let's go to Narayana Dasa and also Tithi Pravesh. Most importantly, Tithi Pravesh. Narayana Dasa, let us quickly take stock of the situation. What is the Antardasa running? Aries Dasa is running of Rashi. First Rashi quickly. We won't really predict using this, but just. So Gemini Antardasa is running. Gemini has a chance because it aspects Upada. Then Cancer comes. Okay, let's go to Navamsa Narayana Dasa now. Navamsa Narayana Dasa. It is starting from Taurus. Good. Now, what is the Dasa running now? Virgo. Can marriage happen in Virgo Dasa? Can marriage happen in Virgo Dasa? Yeah, absolutely. It is owned by Lagna Lord in 7th, it is occupied by 7th house. Perfect Dasa to get married. Now, first 1/3 gives the results of sign itself. Sign is Shishwadaya. So, okay. 4th house, can it give marriage? Not really. 4th house, if you are already married, it will keep you happy. It gives comfort, but it's not really really the period. Now, the next one to pick will be the Lord, Mercury. He is in Pristhodaya. So, Mercury's results will be given between 2011 November and 2014 November. Right? Now, middle 1/3 is the results of aspecting and occupants. So, Sun, Moon, Jupiter. What is the order? Sun at 28 degrees, Moon also at 28 degrees, but ahead, Jupiter at 17 degrees. So, Jupiter is the third one. So, if you divide 2008 November till 2011 November, it is 3 years exactly. So, 1 year each. So, 2008 to 2009 will be Moon, then will be Sun, and finally Jupiter. So, it is likely, based on Narayana Dasa, it is likely in 2010-2011. 2010 to 2011, there is a strong likelihood of getting married. Now apart from it, if you were to just look at the Antardasha itself, which Antardasha can give marriage? Gemini can give marriage. Taurus maybe, but Gemini is really hot. So based on both the approaches, Gemini is standing out. Based on the three parts as well as Antardasha. So 2010 middle, second half, that seems like the hot period, basically another year and a half. But let us look at Tithi Pravesh. Let us look at the current period, 2008. Any chance of marriage? Venus is in Lagna, Yokarka is in the 7th house, and Saturn is in the 4th house. Okay, some chance, but not really. But 7th house has 8th lord in the Rashi. So it's not really that great. Okay, let's move on to next one. Let's quickly see 2-3 charts and see which one is standing out. Okay, next year, the year that will start at the end of this year. The 7th house has a strong combination, including 9th lord. 9th lord, 10th lord, 11th lord in the 7th house. That is very interesting. Moreover, 7th lord and Lagna lord are together in dual in Navamsha. Very, very promising. There is a very good chance. Right? Agree? Okay. Let us see 2010. Does it come to this? I mean, you may have 3 kings, but if somebody else has 3 aces, that will basically win. So let us see if 2010 annual chart has 3 aces. Who is the ruler of the year? Venus. How is this chart? Lagna is, oh boy, this is Gandanta. But we have already changed the time so much. So another 1 minute error, let's say, is not there. We don't know for sure. We have no way to know. Let's say we have already changed it back by 3 minutes 40 seconds. Another 1 minute error on top of it. Unlikely, we will say. It is not impossible. But let's say it's unlikely. So stick to this time. So the Navamsha Lagna can be the next one also. The previous one. But let's take Aries. So Lagna Lord is in the 5th house, Mars. Venus is 7th Lord in the 10th house. Not really. And the 9th Lord of Dharma, Jupiter, is with Good Chandala Yoga. Not really a great possibility. So actually 2009 year seems the strongest. This is the strongest. There is 9th, 10th and 11th Lord. All the 3 important houses. Their lords are together in the 7th house. So it's a very powerful yoga in the 7th house of marriage. Moreover, if you see her natal chart, do you remember her natal chart? Navamsha has that influence. Sun, Moon in Lagna with Mercury owning it, aspecting them. So natal chart also has Sun, Moon, Mercury influence on. Same combination is recurring on the Lagna 7th axis. So we have said earlier that any important combinations that occur in the natal chart, when they reoccur in the Tithi Pravesh, that brings the event. So that is one thing. And the Lagna Lord, 7th Lord being together is a giveaway. We have seen it in many charts. Lagna Lord, 7th Lord being together in the year of marriage. That is very common. And who is the ruler of the year, by the way? Mars, 7th Lord in Navamsha. And in Rashi also he is the 9th Lord of Dharma. So that is also again conducive. Okay. And Mercury is the 7th Lord in Rashi chart, and in the Navamsha he is the 9th Lord, and he is in the 7th house. So there is a very strong chance of marriage. What are the best possible, what is your guess? Which period can give marriage? No, Mars is the Hora Lord, I think. That's what you guys said. I didn't even check. Yeah, Mars. Next year is Venus. So Mars, Dasa, being the Hora Lord, can give. And in the Navamsha, he is the Jewel Lord, in Jewel. Mars can give it. Venus also, but not that strong. Mars is very strong. Who else? Yeah. Mercury. He is the 7th Lord in Rashi. He is the 7th Lord in Rashi, and he is in the 7th house here, and he is the 9th Lord in Navamsha. 9th Lord in 7th in Navamsha, moreover 7th Lord in Rashi. And let's quickly check where is this thing. What is this thing? Sahama. Where is Vivaha Sahamam? Control N. Vivaha Sahamam is at 8 degree Taurus 47. So it is at 9 degree Taurus. So the Lord is Venus. The Vivaha Sahamam Lord is Venus. And he is with Mercury. So Mercury has a connection. Not a strong one, but connection. He is with the Vivaha Sahamam Lord. Actually, not just Vivasahama Lord, he is aspecting Vivasahama. He has 8 aspects, 3/4 aspect on the Vivasahama. So he is with the Vivasahama Lord, has a 3/4 aspect on Vivasahama, right? Moreover, he is the 9th Lord in 7th in Navamsa. So Mercury Dasa is a very strong candidate. And by the way, Mars and Mercury come one after the other. So basically, next year, 2010, March, April, and Sun and Moon being in the 7th house, you can't rule out.
Moon, because it is associated with the karma of that 12 also. Doing something is also marriage. There is some kind of
The ceremony basically, the ceremony part. So being the 10th Lord, he is saying, moreover, he is the dispositor of Ketu, 12 Lord, and in the Rashi, he is aspecting UL. So Moon also can give. Moreover, practically, people tend to get married in Magh Masam rather than Phalgun Masam. So the thing is, of course, Sun is also theoretically possible. 11th Lord in 7th. He can also give marriage. So it can be any time from January 12, 2010 till June 13, 2010. So it is basically the first 6 months. After Sankranti next year, Pongal next year, 5-month period. Then there is a strong chance of marriage. That would be my prediction. But the strongest, if I were to just guess, I would guess Mercury period. Mars also, Mars Mercury. March to June, even though that is not a standard time for marriage, it may be Vaishakha Masam. So, especially Mercury, I am attracted towards Mercury because he stands out in Rashi as well as Navamsa. 9th, 7th, he links 7th in Rashi to 9th in Navamsa to 7th in Navamsa. So, he is a strong candidate. So, April 2nd half, May and June 1st half. So, probably like Vaishakha Masam period. That period has a very strong chance of marriage. So, good luck to her. So there is no, first of all, tell them that there is nothing to panic. She is not too old. Especially these days, people are getting married in their 30s very comfortably. People are not sweating, saying, oh, I am already 30, I am not married. 30, okay, what's the hurry to marry? That is the attitude of people these days. So they are unnecessarily panicking, and tell them it hasn't happened not because there is a problem, but because the right time hasn't come. So there is no need to hurry, just take it easy, she will get married. Good luck.
But my chart, because mine is now 732.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Jupiter Dasa goes up to
Right. And also 3 Pravesh will be slightly different now. Yeah. Let's stick to Jagannatha Hora and do this time correction. And this time correction definitely makes sense based on Chaturvimshamsa. I don't know if you check the Chaturvimshamsa. Yeah. The thing is, the time, her doing engineering doesn't make sense with the other one. So definitely time is wrong by at least 3 minutes 40 seconds, or it could be even more.
Actually, I took March thing Lagna, so that means engineering abilities are there.
Right. That is different from actually studying engineering for that. Okay, so good luck to her. Any remedies?
So we have some Mercury contact.
Yeah. Sun, Moon, Mercury, yeah, Vishwasnamam, especially Mercury Dasa is coming. So, on account of that, if you suggest Vishwasnam chanting, it is definitely a good idea. Yes, absolutely. Good. Very good. So, that is perfect. So, yeah, Vishwasnamam is good. And if you look at the Rashi chart, the UL has Venus and Jupiter, so you can give something for Venus and Jupiter also. But my feeling, given that Mercury Dasa is about to come, just stick to Mercury. Moreover, he is Lagna Lord. If you look at the basic chart, Mercury is the Lagna Lord. So, apart from being the Lagna Lord in 7th house in Navamsa, he is basically Lagna Lord. So he controls her life. He is an important planet for her life. And his Dasa is about to come very soon. So, in a few months. So, Vishwasnamam chanting every Wednesday or every day or every Thursday, that will be good for her. So, good luck to her. But one thing I can say is her marriage will be basically happy, because Navamsa has Mercury and Jupiter in the 4th and 7th houses with Parivartana. That definitely shows a happy marriage. So she will have a happy marriage. So nothing to worry about marriage. Tell her parents she will get married probably next year or end of this year or early next year. There is no especially next year, April, May time period is very good. So don't panic, and she will have a very happy married life. That is the key. So you get married when you are 24 or 25 or 26 is secondary. Compared to how many years you are married to that person, how happy you are with that person. So good luck. It is very important. If you are relying on your Vagbala, nothing is important. You don't even need this. But if you are relying on some formulas to think logically and coming to a logical conclusion, then time is a very, very important factor. So get as much information as you can from the person and validate it. And unfortunately, we don't have black and white principles. Our principles, that our knowledge is grey, has shades of grey. Certain things we can be very confident, certain things we are not that confident. So the thing is, you cannot jump to conclusion. Look at various factors and then reconcile all of them and say, okay, this makes more sense, and then make prediction. Okay? Like I say, your prediction can only be as good as your data. Any other points you want to make on this chart? Okay, so we will end the class. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you are now. Excuse me. In the house of Dharma, Mars and Rahu are there. It is not really that great, but it's nothing to really worry about. I'm not really that concerned about it. For me? Yeah, I know, but I won't be really concerned about it. There is enough blessings from Mercury Jupiter to ward off all those evils. So good luck to her. All the best.